Hi, I'm Shannon Hughes, and I'm the Senior Assistant Director for Service, Justice, and Immersion at Xavier University's Dorothy Day Center for Faith and Justice. Through programs like Alternative Breaks and other community encounters, I work with students to pursue justice on our campus and beyond. One of the great joys of my job here at Xavier is that I'm able to continue to address issues I care about and dove deeply into during the time I worked at Network: economic justice, and yes, faith and taxes. At the heart of my faith is my belief that we belong to each other. The division that we have come to expect in the world, the biggies, division by race, economic class, gender, isn't right, and it isn't the way it has to be. Despite our American dream, that this is a land of opportunity for all, where it's possible for anyone to work hard and get ahead, the biggest predictor of future wealth is still, you guessed it, past wealth. There may not technically be a law against people who are born into poverty becoming wealthy, but there certainly isn't a well-worn path. And today, the top 1% of the population owns more than the bottom 90% combined. In our economic system, capital, like power, grows itself, holds on tightly to itself, concentrates itself more and more intensely. Taxes are one of the most direct ways to address this concentration and the economic disparity that it causes. As a nation, a progressive tax code, which collects a higher percent from the highest income earners, or on capital gains or luxury items, and provides public goods and even resources like food, shelter, cash assistance, and health care for the most economically vulnerable among us, is our best shot at tackling the widening chasm between the wealthy few and the rest of us. There are those who will try to argue that we're asking too much of the top. They might say, in 2014, the top 1% of income earners contributed 39.5% of the federal income taxes collected. The bottom half paid a little less than 3%. But these numbers don't rattle me. Peter Marin, who with Dorothy Day co-founded the Catholic Worker Movement, is quoted as saying, "The coat that hangs in your closet belongs to the poor." Wealth, when it translates to food, to healthcare, to health, to life, is not for hoarding. Health and life are not for the lucky few. We know that in no county in the United States is it possible to afford the rent of a 2-bedroom market-rate apartment while working a full-time minimum wage job. It's not right that people have to choose between taking their child to the doctor and paying the rent. The Tax Cuts and Job Act that passed in 2017 does not take seriously our commitments to each other. Rather than working to bring more solid economic footing to those precariously balancing expenses who are forced to prioritize between their basic human needs, it benefits the wealthy. By 2027, analysts say households making $30,000 to $40,000 a year will end up paying $50 more per year in taxes, while households making over $1 million will pay $23,000 less. We are better together and stronger as a nation when all of us can count on enough food to eat and medical care when we are sick. The world, that world where our social fabric is woven tightly enough to keep anyone from falling through, is what I'm motivated to pursue. It reflects the radical love of Jesus in the Gospels, the preferential option for the poor of Catholic social teaching, and the example of those around us who willingly give up that second coat in the closet. Our federal policies may never ask for our second coat, but what about our second mortgage deduction? As someone buys a second home, might we collect taxes on that purchase and use that revenue to support low-income renters? Our values show in decisions like these, and there is a better way forward than what we have chosen in the past.